Yo, yo, yo. What is up? It's Friday, baby. What's going on, guys? Good morning, good day, good day. What's up? I don't know, man. Dead Space Day 2. Yeah, Zealot difficulty. Um, Day 1 was good. Had a bit of an issue with needing to replay some content, but at least we didn't get too far before we figured it out. And I don't know. I'm not going to go into depth about why, but you know, just take a look at the VOD from yesterday's gameplay. You'll figure it out. But I'm excited to get back into some more Dead Space 2 today. It feels really nice. The game is a lot of fun, just like Dead Space 1 was. So we'll work our way to that. First, let's do what we do. Let's get over here and get into this video gaming news segment. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Apologies. Steam just kind of threw a fit on me. We're good though. All right, let's go. Let's get over there. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Let's get that off of there. That's well. Cool. Um, Latest Humble Bundle is great for RPG fans. Let's go. Love some Humble Bundle. They usually do some really cool collections of games that you can get for relatively cheap, and let's take that off. And they are quite often doing good things for charity, benefit, good organizations, things like that. So we'll take a look at that. Gamer, what's up, my dude? How are you, dude? Happy Friday, baby. Hey, man, does your 3-day weekend start today or tomorrow, man? All right. Okay, Microsoft says that disabling a couple of Windows features, Windows 11 features, should boost or improve your gaming performance. Let's take a quick look at what that is for anybody that might have already upgraded to Windows 11, right? You might be able to. They're still working out some issues with Windows 11 and in regards to what it does with gaming, and in particular. So let's take a look at that. See if we can help some people out. Work today, Monday off. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was going to be today and the weekend or Monday and the weekend. Cool, man. All right, baby, working for that weekend then, though. Yeah, working for that weekend. All right, dude. Cool, 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 buddy. Looks like Destiny 2 has finally fixed something. Let's take a look at that. A duality bell bug. Okay. And what day is our Canadian Thanksgiving on, man? What actual date is that? I know. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. But what date does that happen on? I could look it up, but it's actually on Monday. Oh, word. Okay. Cool. Right on. Sorry, I didn't know if you guys were just getting like, because quite often it'll happen where like maybe the holiday will fall like on a Sunday and they go ahead and give you like a Monday off to go with it or something like that, you know? So I just wasn't sure, man. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Okay, so Need for Speed Unbound has been revealed and releases on December 2nd. Like, this is going to be interesting to see, to take a look at, because what we had heard previously is that this Need for Speed game coming out, which is going to be this one, I'm pretty sure, Unbound, was seemingly a bit more arcade-ish, if you will. A bit more cartoony, kind of, than what you would get from previous Need for Speed entries. Yeah. And to be honest, I don't know that that's really going to appeal all that much to big fans of that series. But we'll take a look and see what it looks like, and see what if we can get some impressions on how we feel as a community about what Need for Speed Unbound is going to present to us. Okay. Um, Epic Game Store has revealed its next free titles. We'll pull that up. CDPR is going to test games on all platforms equally going forward. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and pivot here. PlayStation Stars members divided after seeing how to get what? Free PS5 games. We had a big discussion about PlayStation Stars yesterday, and I still need to do some self education on all the ins and outs of this program before I can make a truly you know have some truly educated discussion. But I did get some more information thanks to community members yesterday, specifically Gamer and Wick. Thanks, guys. About what PlayStation Stars, some more of the details about how the program works, and let's take a look at what this is kind of talking about here as well. Okay, we've got a new One Piece Odyssey trailer, and we've got a new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer released. Okay, we'll take a look at those. Super Mario Brothers movie teaser trailer shows first look at Chris Pratt as Mario. I'm guessing there, yeah. Um, let's go. Talked about this yesterday. TLDR, Roblox and Discord are being sued over the fact that an 11-year-old child was the victim of a sexual predator on their platforms, and My take on that is what I have basically, I don't know all the ins and outs because we weren't able to read the entire article yesterday. But ultimately, like my take on these scenarios is quite often, it's very important for platforms, especially platforms that cater to children, that promote content for children, to really cultivate and harbor a safe atmosphere for youth to be a part of, right? And that is always going to be an ongoing battle for online communities, no matter what it is. But it is absolutely critical for those software developers that aim their product at children. Now, it is also very much the responsibility of the guardian of children to make sure they're aware of what their children are being exposed to online, right? To have oversight and, so this is a two-way street here. All the blame cannot just be put on the software developer, and there are multiple parties that should be blamed here for what has happened, along with the actual predator in this situation, first and foremost, right? So, unfortunately, that's the world we live in. There are a lot of just horrible people in the world, unfortunately, that would take advantage of young, impressionable minds, and therefore, it's at the height of importance for software developers and the guardians of children to make sure that we keep children safe to the greatest extent possible, right? Hitman 3 is revealing some Halloween-themed content in October. Valve says Steam Deck can now be bought without a what? Without a reservation. No more queues for the Steam Deck. You buy it, you get it. There you go, guys. We'll take a look at that. Assassin's Creed Mirage setting and world details revealed. We already know that Assassin's Creed Mirage is taking place in Baghdad. I'm not going to dive into this today. Sorry. I mean, we've gotten quite a bit of news about Assassin's Creed Mirage in the recent past, and I'm not going to dive into that. We already know a lot about Assassin's Creed Mirage, so in my opinion, not worth diving into there. Yep. We've already got something up about Need for Speed Unbound, so we'll stick with the article that we already have up. Hold on. I don't even have anything in this article about. Okay, let's get rid of that CNN stuff. Let's stick with the one that we just pulled up. Yeah, we'll stick with that one. Okay. Uh huh. I have no idea, buddy. No clue, man. Yeah, I have no idea, dude. Not sure. Not sure, man. Yeah. No idea, dude. No clue. Yeah, I don't know, man. And I've talked about this before. I don't really dive into like the analytics or anything, and I don't know. I know. I mean, I've looked at the YouTube channel occasionally. Like they have devoted analytics for, you know, who's watching your videos, how they're accessing that content, what's the biggest way they're being exposed to it, things like that. And I don't know if Twitch actually has that. I have no idea. So, yeah, I have no clue, buddy. No clue, man. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure, man. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, dude. Probably something I should look into at some point. You know what? I've talked about this before, and obviously, I'm very, very happy with the community that we have in this. Um, the people that we have as part of this community. I'm very happy with. I would obviously be lying if I said that I didn't wish that our community was larger, right? But ultimately, I would on a consistent basis of people being here and engaging in what we do, right? But ultimately, what's important to me is that the people that are here are quality individuals, right? That fit the mold of what this community is about. And I really can't ask for anything more than just having the amazing people that are part of this community, and I'm so very fortunate for that. So, in regards to that, I don't know, man. It's like, yeah, I know, yeah, and I mean, I think that's the thing, right? Is like I've seen that as well, and I think what I was trying to get at there is that I try not to pay too much attention to that, and I think ultimately where my headspace is with what I'm doing here, what we are doing as a community here as well, is I'm just doing what I love and what I enjoy. And I think ultimately, if this is supposed to work in the right way of growing a community, then it'll happen, And I've noticed that. I've noticed that, that we're getting more views on our videos and stuff like that, just on Twitch, specifically. And man, if it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. But again, the important thing to me is that we have the right kind of people coming in here and being a part of this, And so I'm just going to keep doing what I do, man. Doing what I love to do, which is the news and playing games with you guys and having a good time and just trying to laugh as much as possible. And that's it, man. That's all I really try to worry about. But I have noticed, yeah. But I have no idea what it takes for somebody to be counted as like a view of those videos, No clue, man. No clue. All right, let's go to the next page here. Mortal Kombat 2 star Macad Brooks sees his big return for Jax. So we saw yesterday there's been some unofficial kind of news about MK12 coming. Not a huge surprise there, considering that the other major fighting games, competitive fighting games, such as or a couple of the other major competitive fighting games like Tekken and Street Fighter have announced they have new games coming next year, right? So, kind of falling in line there, Mortal Kombat 12 should be on the horizon somewhere, somewhere right there in the distance. And we're starting to get a bit of the rumor mill coming about Mortal Kombat 12, right? So we'll take a look at that as well. Um, we just looked at Wild Hearts the other day, so I'm probably not going to look at. I don't know. We'll pull it up, man. Why not? Let's take a look. Discover the world of Wild Hearts in new video. If you're not familiar with what Wild Hearts is, Wild Hearts looks like a very Monster Hunter-esque kind of game coming out, if I remember correctly. And we saw it the other day with kind of an official announcement, release of a initial trailer, and there might be a new video now. So let's take a look and see if this is a video that we haven't seen yet, okay? New Steam PlayStation feature lets users link accounts and rewards. All right, let's put that back there with PlayStation Stars. We'll read about both of those together, okay? Cool. Let's stick with that. We'll go with all these articles, okay? Okay. MK2 star Macad Brooks teases big return for Jax as he begins his run on Law and Order. Former Supergirl series regular Macad Brooks is doing the press rounds and took some time out to reassure fans that his Mortal Kombat character Jax will absolutely be back for more bone-crushing action in MK2. The actor won't reveal details on what he knows of the sequel anymore than Warner Brothers will, but he does promise that his robot arms will be up and running again in the second installment of the rebooted film franchise based on the beloved series of fighting games. Yeah. Back in January, Mortal Kombat 2 was officially greenlit at New Line Cinema. Okay, yeah, so I was reading that as Mortal Kombat for the video game. This is actually for the series of new movies that they've slated. Obviously, the latest one came out about a year ago, right? Back in January, Mortal Kombat 2 was officially greenlit at New Line Cinema. New Line's parent company, Warner Brothers, tapped Moon Knight scribe Jeremy Slater to write the movie. Quote, "I've heard some pretty exciting updates," Brooks told Screen Rant. "Nothing I can get into in great detail at this very moment, but expect to see Jax back. New and improved, and with these mother effers working." Yeah, you're good, buddy. You're a good gamer. Details surrounding the plot of Mortal Kombat 2 are still sparse, but the conclusion of the first film, which was released both in theaters and on HBO Max early last year, teased that there would be more to come in the future. In a year where Warner Brothers pushed their new release to HBO Max as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, Mortal Kombat surprised many by becoming the year's most streamed movie on the platform. It's generally expected that much of the cast from Mortal Kombat should be making a return in the sequel, alongside plenty of new faces that were teased at the end of last film. Mortal Kombat began its life as one of the 90s most beloved video game franchises, with its Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and arcade cabinet installments becoming a cultural phenomenon in 1992. In the years since, the series has spawned numerous sequels, spin-off games, movies, comic books, and an endless ocean of merch. Yeah. All right, cool, man. So, for the fans of the Mortal Kombat universe, there we go. Discover the world of Wild Hearts in their new video. We had already, this is, so they've actually got like 7 minutes of gameplay here. So what this is EA and Tecmo, right? So EA and Tecmo's version of basically what appears to be a spin on Monster Hunter, yeah? So you'll see this, you've got these different characters with fighting gigantic monsters, but they have a kind of a spin on it in a kind of a building based combat style, which I saw compared to Fortnite. It's not really like that. It's more like you can quickly construct these devices that are like also weapons, big massive weapons that I'm guessing do certain debuffs or dot damage or explosion damage, things like that. We'll take a look at the video. That way everybody can get a better idea of what the game has to offer, okay? So EA and Tecmo have released a brand new gameplay trailer for Wild Hearts. Viewers will be treated to over 7 minutes of action from the keenly anticipated hunting game. Players will be able to purchase a copy ahead of the game's release on February 17th of next year. The game will be available in 2 versions for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Origin, Steam, Epic Game Store, and the EA app. The standard edition will cost, wait for it, $70, with the deluxe edition coming in at $90. Here we go again, man. The norm, right? So quite often we're seeing these video game releases go from what for quite a long time now had been the standard price for entry edition releases of $60 has increased at this point to $70 US. So an increase of roughly $10, right? I've voiced my opinion. I'm not fond of it. I don't think it's needed, to be honest. I think it in a time in the industry where we've had over the past decade so many issues of games being released and players feeling duped that has resulted, or feeling cheated out of their money, right? That has resulted in such an issue of piracy due to that fact, and now they want to raise prices even more. All that does is thicken that cost barrier for players in the first place that don't have a lot of money to spend on games, and exacerbates the issue of how much people are going to feel cheated whenever games come out and don't feel nice and polished. And I think ultimately is going to elevate the issue of piracy within the gaming industry, which sucks because that's not what I want for this industry. But I think that's what's going to happen. And I'm not a fan of piracy, but just honest opinion, I think that's what's going to happen here. I don't think this is required, especially with the world that the universe that gaming has found itself in now, with the constant DLC releases, the constant monetization, incorporations of in-game microtransactions and things like that. Even after paying full price for games, it's not just a thing where it's the free games anymore that have the microtransactions shops and stuff like that. It's the games that you pay full price for that, a month later there's DLC that costs $40 again and microtransaction shops within and stuff like that. I don't see this as a requirement. I don't see the price hike. I don't see it as a need. I see it as something that's creating even more of a barrier for people to enjoy the world of gaming. And it's going to create more issues than anything else, ultimately. Let's watch this trailer. That background looks sick, man. I want to go live there. I want to go live there. It's awesome. Oh, that's wild. So you can see some of the building aspect of the game already that I was talking about, yeah? No, this is Wild Hearts. You're good, gamer. No worries, buddy. This is Wild Hearts. Again, this is the game coming out in February, right now, slated for February of 2023. Coming out from EA and Tecmo, collaborating on this. And it, as you can see, is very kind of Monster Hunter-esque, right? But there's a whole building kind of gameplay element that has been added to this. See that? See all that building stuff? It's real quick building things that happen, and it can be to put you in a better position to fight the enemy. It can be building these structures that do some kind of trap things to the enemies. Building these structures that they'll do dot damage. They do explosion damage. are just all based around different kinds of what appears to be different kinds of tactics to use against taking down these giant creatures, right? But this is a new trailer, new gameplay trailer that came out with about 7 minutes worth of gameplay. We're probably about a minute and a half into it, 2 minutes, something like that. Yeah, 2.5 minutes in now. So you can see that's very reminiscent of Monster Hunter, right? You kill like smaller enemies and stuff to get ingredients, materials off of them and stuff that you might need to craft certain things. This looks very nice though. It does look good, I would say. Yeah. That's what I was, man. Whenever I don't think you were in here yet. The background of the first part of it looked amazing. Oh, look at that cherry blossom. That's gorgeous. That is what that tree is, right? A cherry blossom, I think. Oh, you saw, okay. Yeah. Okay, see that? So there was another construction that didn't actually do anything to necessarily put the character in a good position to do a physical attack from the character itself, but it did more of like a slingshot kind of, what was that? Like, kind of attack itself, you know? Oh, what is that, dude? Oh, wild. Oh, that's cool, dude. It actually, like, knocked the enemy down when it ran into it. That was really cool. Oh, and it broke its tusk. You see its tusk is broken on one side now. Alright, it's raging. Yep, just like it's in Monster Hunter World. The monsters will go into like kind of rage mode. I'm guessing it's very similar to, I mean, you can see there are a lot of similarities between Monster Hunter World, right? So I'm guessing like, oh, you get inside that mouth right now. Oh, come on. I wanted to see him run inside that mouth and like cut his way out of the stomach or something, you know? But usually with the enemies you come across in the world, depending on what kind of enemy it is, they'll have different parts that you can break off in the fight, and that's like kind of an optional part of the battle that you want to accomplish because you get better items that you need to craft things with, right? So whether it be like antlers or horns or tails or, you know, claws or talons or whatever, you know, those are the things you're looking to focus on different types of monsters to break off, just like you saw with that big hog type creature there, where they cut off one of his tusks. You know, they probably got some additional resources for cutting the tusk off, breaking the tusk off, you know, that kind of thing. In this extended gameplay sequence, fans will watch as players attempt to take on the mighty King Tusk, first alone and then with co-op partners. The trailer provides a better look at Karakuri, the sophisticated mechanisms players craft to traverse the world and battle kimono, demonstrating the flexible and creative hunting ground. The majority of the gameplay takes place in the flowery terrain of Hanagasumi Hills, a spring setting and one of the hunting grounds, each represented by a different season. Oh, that's cool. That environment, that arena and everything was absolutely gorgeous. Hunt down giant nature-infused beasts, creatures that have undergone a unique evolution where they have fused with their environment. They wield the power of nature to shape their environment to suit their needs. They come in all sizes. Prepare your fighting ground. Players can use a special technology that lets them craft and build new flexible hunting grounds. Players can become apex hunters. I don't think A is supposed to be in there. Players can become pack hunters or lone wolves thanks to 4-player co-op and cross-play features. Or play alone if preferred. Gear up to hunt, hunt to gear up. Gather materials from each hunt and the environment to craft unique armor and weapons. There are tons of variations to tap into a player's preferred playstyle. Dive into fantasy feudal Japan. It looks cool, man. It looks cool. It does. It looks nice. Yeah. Looks pretty cool from what I've seen so far. Again, I mean, it's very Monster Hunter World. And I enjoyed an amount of Monster Hunter World. I played an amount of it. I had fun with it. And this looks like it could be a good, nice, different kind of spin on that kind of genre, you know? Hitman 3 reveals Halloween-themed content in October roadmap. Hitman 3 will be one of the mini games celebrating Halloween later this month, courtesy of some new content coming to the game. Hitman 3 at the start of 2021 and... Wait, what? I think it's supposed to say Hitman 3 released at the start of 2021 and is intended to be the last Hitman game for quite some time. It was expected that 2021 would also be the only year of support for the game, but due to an incredibly vocal fan base asking for more, IO Interactive decided to give the people what they wanted. Year 2 of Hitman 3 has been filled with new content, including a brand new level on a pirate island. As we near the end of 2022, games are starting to embrace the festive feeling. IO has revealed its October 2022 roadmap. This will include new outfits, new contracts, and even a banana that players can unlock for their arsenal of elite weaponry. October 2022 marks the 20th anniversary of Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, so IO Interactive is celebrating by allowing players the chance to unlock Agent 17's signature suit. Simply complete the Brother from Another Brother challenge on Mendoza, and the suit, sunglasses, and orange tie are yours to keep. In terms of Halloween festivities, players can unlock the Sandman suit by completing the Sandman challenge in the Mills Reverie. The suit has a creepy scarecrowish texture and look to it, giving Agent 47 an extra layer of menace. Similarly, players can submit Halloween-themed contracts to the Hitman forums starting on October 10th for a chance to have them as part of the featured contracts on October 20th. You can view a full breakdown of the October roadmap below. So October 6th, you get a new challenge to unlock Agent 17's signature suit. The 7th until the 17th, Elusive Target, the Politician. October 13th, Elusive Target Arcade, unlock the banana. Gotta get that banana. October 13th until the 23rd, play for free, Sapienza Landslide. October 20th, Mills Reverie, unlock the Sandman suit. October 20th, featured contracts Halloween edition. And October 28th until November 7th, Elusive Target, The Appraiser. There you go. Hitman 3 will continue to have more content in the months to come. It wouldn't be surprising if we see some Christmas-themed content in December, but the fun won't end there. It has been confirmed that Hitman 3's upcoming Freelancer mode will release in January 2023. The mode is a new single-player adventure with roguelite elements, allowing for a fresh new take on the game. Oh, that's cool. Hitman 3 is available now on Xbox One, Series X and S, PS4, PS5, and PC. Very neat, very neat. Yeah, this is that time of the year where you start seeing a lot of the games do these seasonal kinds of content, right? A lot of Halloween stuff, a lot of holiday from the end of December through the beginning of January. A lot of holiday themed stuff through there, you know. So There's a lot of cool stuff to gather in games. You'll see it all over the place. Valve says that the Steam Deck can now be bought without a reservation. Fantastic. Now, if they would just add a dock to everybody's purchase, I think that's the only thing missing there. Valve has announced the Steam Deck no longer has a waiting list. Users can now buy one directly from the official Steam Deck website without having to place a reservation and wait until their place in the queue is reached. Quote, starting today, Steam Deck is available without a reservation. The company tweeted, order one now and we'll ship it to you now. The company also announced that the Steam Deck docking station is also available starting today. Really? The docking station costs $90 US or 80. Is that pounds? I think it's 80 pounds. And can be used to display the Steam Deck on a TV or monitor or simply acts as a charging stand. Valve stresses in fact the docking station isn't the only way to display Steam Deck games on a screen, and that a number of other third-party USB-C docks are compatible too. It added that while Steam Decks are in stock now, it could temporarily sell out again in the future. We are doing our best to keep Steam Decks in stock, but there's always a chance demand will be outside our expectations. If that happens, some models in some regions might temporarily revert back to reservations while we catch up. In an interview with Weekly Famitsu magazine last month, Valve designer Greg Coomer said it was highly likely that there will be a next gen of Steam Deck hardware in the future. Yeah, we've talked a lot about that already. We've seen them all. I mean, they're basically already in the process of developing that. Quote, unless something major changes, there will be a next gen of Steam Deck products in the future. They've done a great job with this first iteration, and I'm really excited to see what they do with the next one. The theme, size, and shape will change, and it might even become a streaming machine. Development of the Steam Deck will continue. I think that is where they should go with it. You see these other handhelds coming out that are basically just streaming handhelds, right? They're 5G devices made for cloud gaming purposes. You know, if the Steam Deck pivoted in their next iteration of the hardware to being not only what it is now, but to also being a 5G capable device that could do cloud gaming as well, nobody's really going to be able to compete with them in the handheld market for the time being. That I see anyways with what they're currently with what is currently out there, right? Not to say something couldn't come out and be competitive, but right now, I don't see it. Here's the thing. This is my one big criticism, I think, of the Steam Deck, right? Is I feel like the Switch got it right. The Switch got it right in what a very iconic and game-changing kind of concept the Switch is. And they're quite obviously, right, other companies have taken note and have started getting into this handheld console space now. What the Switch, I feel like, did very, very well. There are a lot of things, but two of the very notable things in my eyes are the detachable controllers and having the device come with a dock. That is such a huge, huge thing. To have that handheld device be able to kind of be a dual console as both a handheld and a traditional console that you can play on your TV or whatever monitor, you know. Having that dock come with the device was a great, great thing by Nintendo. Now, is Nintendo's standard dock that comes with a Switch anything elaborate? Absolutely not. Did it need to be? No, it did not. What it does is it allows people to just use that device on whatever, you know, TV or monitor they want in a very simplistic kind of way. And that is absolutely fine because you're not paying anything extra for it, right? And ultimately, I think that's what I feel that Valve should have done with the Steam Deck as well. They didn't need to come out with a super elaborate dock necessarily for the Steam Deck. They could have come out with something very simplistic that did the job to just release with the Steam Deck, right? Give people that capability. And then maybe come out with something that was a bit more involved and gave people more options as far as more ports and things like that cost money. You know, you want an upgraded dock. You want something that gives you more options and capabilities as far as a dock is concerned. Pay for it, right? But I feel like that is the one place where I think that Valve kind of missed the mark for the consumer. That's just me. But this is great news. Right now, no queues anymore for getting your Steam Deck. If you want one, you buy it, you get it. Again, they've been quoted as saying that could change. If too many, requests for purchase come in and they can't keep up with demand, then they could have to go back to this reservation kind of situation. But right now, everything's looking good. All right. The official, let's read this. Watch Chris Pratt as Mario in October Nintendo Direct video stream. Forget upcoming Nintendo Switch games. Nintendo is dedicating its next Direct conference to the new Super Mario Bros. Movie starring Chris Pratt as the titular character. Move over to Nintendo Switch because Nintendo's next Direct conference has nothing to do with video games. The October 2022 Nintendo Direct presentation will focus exclusively on the upcoming Super Mario Bros. Movie, which stars Chris Pratt as the titular hero. If you want to watch the action unfold live and in living color, simply hit play on the video below. The news was announced by Nintendo on Twitter alongside confirmation that no games will be featured in the presentation. This means you will have to wait a little longer to hear more about upcoming titles like Metroid Prime 4, Bayonetta 3, and Pokemon. The Super Mario Bros. Movie presentation introducing the world premiere trailer for the upcoming film. As part of the presentation, Nintendo is expected to reveal the film's official name and worldwide release date. The unnamed Super Mario Bros. Movie currently has an April 7th, 2023 launch date in the US, but has no official date for the rest of the world. Fans are also clamoring to hear Chris Pratt as the voice of Mario, not to mention It's Always Sunny star Charlie Day as Luigi. Yeah. There's been a lot of oh my God, is this gonna work? I think that's how a lot of people have felt is is this gonna be okay? Or is this gonna be absolutely horrible? And I don't think anybody really knew what to think until something like this came out. Let's see what's going on. Oh baby, I love me some Bowser, dude.
Open the gates.
Isn't that Jack Black?
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield? I do not. I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
D2 Resurrected, is that what you're talking about? Comes to Game Pass? It probably will, dude. I think it probably will. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet. That looks pretty wild, man. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm really, really glad that the entire thing is like animated. I think everybody was kind of worried as to what was going on there, you know, like if it was going to be like half animated or just all live action or like what was going on. I don't think anybody totally knew. Okay, yeah, dude, yeah. Hey, man, it's cool. Hey, just keep trucking, buddy, dude. You got 3 days coming, baby. 3 days off, baby. It's coming, dude. You just get through today and you get to rest up, my dude. Yeah, have a good day. Be safe, okay, man? Be safe. That looks cool, though. That looks cool, man. Super Mario. All right. Well, that's our first taste of what the movie potentially is going to have to offer us there. That's cool. New One Piece Odyssey trailer shows off Alabasta. Bandai Namco has released a new trailer for the upcoming video game One Piece Odyssey that offers more context to one of the more mysterious aspects of the title. Specifically, a recent announcement at Tokyo Game Show 2022 revealed that part of the game will see Luffy and the rest of the Straw Hats transported into worlds made of their memories, and namely Alabasta, a major location that was featured in the franchise quite some time ago. One Piece Odyssey is set to release for the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, S, and PC on January 13th. Yeah, buddy, I always do, man. Yeah, large in part because of you guys. Thanks, dude. Yeah, be safe, man. We'll see you later. As previously revealed, the new character Lim on the island of Waford in One Piece Odyssey is able to send Luffy and crew into their own memories. But the latest trailer indicates that there will be full agency on the 4 characters within that memory. Historically, Luffy and the rest liberated the kingdom of Alabasta, but it seems like familiar characters such as Princess Vivi will definitely show up, but the overarching narrative might be different in their memories. You can check out the new One Piece Odyssey trailer for yourself embedded below. Let's take a look at this. See what we got.
Peggy 12.
Peggy 12, guys. In case you didn't know.
ここってもしかしてアラバスタか？
ビビちゃんの国か。しかし本当にこれが思い出の中なのか？
ビビってどんな人なの？
ビビは俺たちの仲間だ。
ともあれ決まりだな。
目的地はレインベースのレインディナーズ。懐かしいわ。ここでもいろいろあったわね。
そうだな。うまい飯屋もあったな。
いや飯の話じゃねえよ。
情報集めは私に任せて。当時のことならこの中で一番詳しいから。
メリーじゃねえか。
ビビはこの国を大切に思ってるの。家族のように大切に。家族？よくわからないわ。あなたたちの言う仲間というのも。
私はもうこれ以上誰も死なせたくないの。
俺たちの命くらい一緒にかけてみろ。仲間だろうが。
たとえここが思い出の中でも誰も死んでほしくないの。
アラバスタの精神にも刻まれたワッフルドの名前。あの島と関係があるのは間違いなさそうだわ。
仲間ってそんなに大切に思えるものなの？
みんなもう一度だ。何回でも何十回でもぶっ飛ばしてやる。
They got like these collector's editions and everything. Cool. For anybody that's into the One Piece stuff, man. During their voyage, the Straw Hats, led by Monkey D. Luffy, are swallowed by a huge storm at sea. The official description of One Piece Odyssey reads in part, quote, they end up on a mysterious island full of nature amidst the storm and become separated from each other. The crew sets out on a new adventurous journey filled with wonders of a raging nature. Powerful enemies and strange encounters with island locals work together with Luffy and his crew to set sail once again. As noted above, One Piece Odyssey is scheduled to release for the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and PC on January 13th of this coming year. All right. New Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer released. As announced yesterday, a new trailer for the upcoming Pokemon video game Scarlet and Violet have officially been released. While plenty has been revealed about the new mainline Pokemon games of the past, the new trailer specifically covers roughly 14 minutes of gameplay. What? Including a new look at the path of Legends, new Pokemon, and more. Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet are officially set to release on November 18th for the Nintendo Switch. In terms of notable news from the latest trailer, it's been confirmed that Gira Farrig really will have an involved form in the game called Fairy Giraffe. God. The trailer introduces a new Team Star boss and generally gives an idea about what to expect from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You can check out the new trailer below. This is a very long trailer. How long did they say? 14 minutes? Okay. What we'll probably do is save this for the very end, and then we'll, if we, as long as we have enough time, we'll watch this. But I don't know, whatever, dude. Let's just go with it. Let's just go. Yeah, it's Friday, baby. Probably the most unusual tidbit included in the trailer is the fact that making sandwiches will apparently play an important role. Nice, dude. Love sandwiches. Players can go on picnics and make sandwiches with various purchased ingredients, though it would appear that there's some kind of time limit associated with it. Making different sandwiches provides different bonuses like a higher chance of catching Pokemon and more. Wildly. That's crazy. Broadly speaking, Scarlet and Violet are set to release for Switch on November 18th. The new pair of mainline Pokemon video games are set in the Paldea region and include a number of new Pokemon and features. Currently available for pre-order. All right, let's see what. Let's get a taste here. Let's see what. That's a GIF. That is a GIF. That's a GIF. That's not a trailer, dude. I don't necessarily want to watch it on YouTube. Let's look at Kotaku. Kotaku's got it. Let's look at it on Kotaku. How about that?
All right, everyone. It's
Here you
almost
go, guys.
time to begin your journeys in the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. Are you ready? You'll get to catch Pokemon, raise them, and battle them as you embark on an adventure where the familiar charms of the Pokemon series evolve into a new experience. As a student at an academy in the Paldea region, you'll take part in an independent study program called the Treasure Hunt. And you'll search this vast world for a precious treasure of your very own. But hey, at this point, you probably knew all that already, right? Here's something we hope even you well-informed viewers will enjoy: a sneak peek at 4 particular trainers' journeys in Paldea. Now, let the adventures begin! This trainer is battling a Pokemon called Lechonk.
That's me, Lechonk!
Is a gourmand. It's proud of its nose, which it uses to sniff out delicious food.
Those delicious foods.
Oh, look! Quaxley terastallized. Terastallizing is a phenomenon unique to the Paldea region, but all Pokemon can do it. It adds extra punch to moves of the Pokemon's Terra type. What's that over there? Is that a glowing Pokemon?
Is it a shiny?
It seems to be a Jigglypuff. But why is it shining so bright? Better approach it slowly and start a battle. Whoa! It terastallized! Looks like this Jigglypuff has the water type for its Terra type.
Oh, weird.
Apparently, these sparkly wild Pokemon will terastallize in battle.
Okay, so real quick. If you're not familiar, this whole, crystallizing thing with the Pokemon. Quite often, they go into this, they have this, all the Pokemon have this ability to go into this different form now. And quite often, the form will coincide with what their normal type is, right? But every once in a while, you'll find a very rare occurrence of a Pokemon, say like Pikachu, who obviously is an electric type, right? Having a crystallized form of, say, like flying or earth or something like that. So whenever you're using Pikachu, this specific Pikachu in this scenario-based example, and you're in a battle and say you're using its normal form, you're at a disadvantage in the battle because of the electric type, then you can crystallize or whatever they call it, and it'll turn it into the flying type or whatever alternate type it may have, this rare kind of occurrence. And it can kind of change the flow of battle for you, right?
This Jigglypuff seems pretty tough, but Quaxly's strong too. Dealing enough damage to a wild Terra Pokemon causes its terastallization to come undone. Now, throw a Pokeball! Nice! The wild Jigglypuff was caught. Some Pokemon, like this Jigglypuff, have a Terra type completely different from their regular.
That's what I was just talking about, right?
Any Pokemon is capable of having any of the 18 different types as its Terra type. What's this? Quaxly's out there in the world, charging straight toward that Litleo. Looks like Quaxly battled Litleo on its own and won. That's because the trainer gave Quaxly the Let's Go command. Using Let's Go will send your lead Pokemon out onto the field to battle.
Do they lose health or anything with it? Oh yeah, he does. You can see bottom left-hand corner there. Yeah,
if a Pokemon gets sent out toward an item, it'll go pick it up.
Oh, that's
just
sick.
Like Quaxly here. What a useful command for searching your surroundings. These Pokemon are so helpful, giving their all for their partner. Next, the trainer opens his map to see where he wants to go. You can set a place as your destination to keep yourself on track as you go. Then we can hop atop the legendary Pokemon Miraidon and get going. And what have we here? It's a base belonging to Team Star, the school troublemakers. Starfall Street, one of the 3 major stories that will make up your Paldean adventures, will unfold in bases like this one. Time to face Team Star. Our trainer rang the bell and barged into the base. That takes some guts. But things look bad. There are lots of grunts around, and they keep sending out Pokemon. They just won't quit blocking the way. We'll need to use Let's Go to defeat Team Star's Pokemon. There we go. All the grunts have been defeated at last. Oh wait, is that some kind of tricked out car? It is.
It's a tricked out car, baby. Let's go.
The boss of Team Star's fire crew. She's obviously tough. It's easy to see why she's a boss.
Those are boots. Dude.
Time for these trained up Pokemon.
I know what my next cosplay is going to be.
You'll have to wait for your own adventure to see how a battle like this plays out. Now, let's check in on another trainer. How's her adventure going? Aha! She's using the TM machine at a Pokemon Center. The TM machine lets you make your own TMs, also known as technical machines, using materials Pokemon drop when you defeat or catch them. Now, where will she go next? Seems to be a desert-like area under a blazing sun. Just looking at it is enough to make you thirsty. Oh, her Rotom phone is ringing. Sounds like Arvin, her friend in the next grade up, needs some help. To give Arvin a hand, the trainer's headed to a rock face where a Titan lurks. This is one of the stops on the Path of Legend, a story where you'll seek out legendary herbs called Herba Mystica. There it is, a gigantic Titan Pokemon. Time to battle.
Look at that guy. Wow.
Right off the bat, there's Icy Wind, the move our trainer taught Drifloon earlier. Icy Wind lowered the Titan Cloth's speed stat. Drifloon terastallized to become a grass type. This is Terra Blast, a new move that changes type to match the user's Terra type when the user is terastallized. It ought to be handy for a Pokemon with a Terra type different from its regular types. Looks like Cloth suddenly got somewhere else to be. Wait, what's our trainer doing now of all times? Looks like she's taking a little break from adventuring to trade Pokemon with a friend.
Great trades.
Her trade partner has
Where are these
received
sandwiches at, though?
Girafarig.
That thing's got a sick looking tail.
Seems like she immediately added Girafarig to her team, and she's gonna let it run around in the field and train up for some battles. Oh, could Girafarig be evolving? Hang on.
Oh, dude, that thing looks
Or
awesome.
is its head wearing its tail? What an unexpected
Oh, wait.
evolution. Seems like Girafarig has evolved into Farigiraf. In the Paldea region's Pokédex, you can see
That's just
photos
its
of
Halloween
Pokemon
costume,
as well as
dude.
information about them, so you can get to know them even better.
Sick.
Let's check out the town of Artisan next. It looks like one big park. Now that the trainer's Pokemon have gotten stronger, it seems she's made her way to a gym. She's following Victory Road, the story where you'll conquer all 8 gyms to achieve champion rank. Nimona, the battle-loving trainer who'll show you the ropes, is all fired up. Before you can battle a gym leader, you'll first have to pass the gym test at their gym. Better get started right away. All right, that's the gym test passed. Time to battle the gym leader. Here comes Gracias, the grass-type gym leader, with a striking entry. Whoa! Sudowoodo terastallized and became a grass type. Are you gonna be okay, Fido? How's our trainer gonna handle this?
Basically, dude, all these Pokemon are just getting their bling on, you know what I mean? They're just blinged out, dude.
Aha!
They're just showing
She's
off
gonna
their
fight
drip,
back by
man.
having her own Pokemon
know?
terastallize.
Oh, it's flying now.
Fido became a flying type. That should give it an edge against this grass-type Sudowoodo. No matter who or what you're up against, with some smart terastallizing,
Yeah.
you'll have nothing to
That's what I was
fear.
getting at before. It can totally
Can't
change
wait
the
to
way
see
battle
how
works,
battles
you
will
know?
unfold between terastallized Pokemon.
Pretty wild.
This trainer's heading into a hair salon to spice things up. Wow, look at all these options. How are you supposed to choose? Huh, I kind of want to try that hairstyle too. And now to complete the look. Plenty to choose from here too. I feel like I could spend all day on this. And while you're trying out all sorts of styles, you can whip out the camera app and go snap, snap, snap. Looks like this trainer found the perfect style. Line up a good shot and snap. Now they've updated their profile picture. Looking back on photos you've taken of scenic vistas or memorable moments with beloved Pokemon is just one more way to enjoy your adventure.
I love how much it mimics, like, what,
And
you
now
know,
it's picnic time.
the way society
with
is today.
Pokemon.
You can't just take a picture of your
When
Pokemon or
Pokemon
your
have
pet,
gotten
you know.
dirty from a long
You gotta
journey,
get you
a
in
nice
there,
scrub
too,
and
you know.
shower gets them all clean.
Oh,
Looks like it feels
look
nice
at me,
too.
my pet.
Before having lunch, Pokemon can get out some energy by playing with a ball. You can
Don't
just
forget
tell
about
how much
me!
fun they're having. Oh wow, could this be a Pokemon egg? Apparently, eggs can sometimes be found during picnics. And now, the moment we've been waiting for, sandwich time! This trainer came prepared with plenty of ingredients they bought in town. It can be tough deciding which sandwich to make. This one may be a little overstuffed. It might not hold together. Just gotta put the
Look at
bread
them
on top
sandwiches,
and
dude.
finish
That's
it
what
off
I'm
with a
talking
pick.
about.
Done.
No point, dude. That thing's going
Let's see
straight in
how
my
it
belly.
tastes.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, looks like it's a hit with everyone.
See, now I'm getting hungry.
Eating sandwiches can give you benefits, like making certain types of Pokemon easier to catch.
Oh,
or
yeah.
making your
Wick, what
Pokemon
up,
gain
dude?
More experience points. Time for
I'm
a group
starving.
photo
Thanks.
with these
Yo, dude, don't
satisfied
thank me. Thank
Pokemon.
Pokemon, dude.
We
They actually got a whole sandwich
Oh,
making
hey,
thing in
looks
their
like
new
more of
game.
our
Just,
trainer friends have shown up.
Scarlet and Violet, dude. It's awesome.
All right, they're gonna take on a Terra Raid battle.
That might
Can
just
these
get me
trainers
to
work
play a new
together to
Pokemon
defeat
game,
the
dude.
Terra Pokemon
All I'll
before
do is
time
make
runs
sandwiches the whole time.
Their opponent is a Chansey that's terrestrialized into a ghost type.
How's the, how are the
What
stores
kind of
coming along,
fight will
dude?
a strong, sparkling Chansey put up? It's really powerful. These trainers better stay determined, band together, and strike back.
It was making me hungry too, though, dude. Digital food making me hungry. Doesn't take much, let's be honest. Let's be
If your
honest,
Pokemon
man.
gets knocked out in a Terra Raid battle, don't worry. It can recover and rejoin the fray. Hang in there, Sableye! Along with using your Pokemon's moves, you also have the option to support your allies by cheering. It's all about teamwork.
All about teamwork, baby.
Watch how the battle's going and decide how you'll handle the fight and work with your fellow trainers.
This is like a long trailer for showing off gameplay for the new Pokemon games, but, you know, we don't normally watch long trailers, but I was like, whatever, man. Let's just do it. It's Friday, dude. Let's go.
Oh, wow! That was a beautiful Terra Raid battle victory! And with it comes the chance to catch this Terra Pokemon. When you join forces to win your battles, the bonds between friends and Pokemon shine even brighter. All right, that Chansey with a rare Terra type is now
What a
part
banger,
of the team.
dude.
So, what'd you
The song
think?
was getting me hyped.
While you were getting a look at these four trainers' journeys, did you spot a glimmer of something that could become your personal treasure?
Maybe.
Encounters with Titan Pokemon? Face-offs with Team Star? Taking on gyms? There's plenty more to be said about all these things, of course. What you just saw was only a glimpse of the adventures awaiting you in the Paldea region. Which Pokemon will you choose? Who will you meet? What sort of exciting adventures will you have? It's all up to you. Your adventures are right around the corner. May they shine bright.
All right, man. That's our new gameplay show of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Very cool, very cool. We already knew a lot about what the game was going to have to offer, right? But that's an actual look. I mean, a lot of it has just been talk or, you know, text-based reveal kind of stuff, as opposed to us getting actual, you know, in-depth trailer gameplay footage look at what we're getting, and there it is, man. So very cool, very cool, nice, very neat. If you guys want to read more, I'll let you take a look at that. I didn't read this entire Kotaku article, but if you're way into this Pokemon stuff and really excited about the new games, there's the article right there in chat. Okay. Latest Humble Bundle is great for RPG fans, baby. Let's go. RPGs for the win. Satisfy your RPG cravings and help feed those in need with this bundle that gets you 8 Steam games for $20. Humble Bundle is, Humble is actually a really cool site. Again, they do these really neat bundles all the time where you get some really amazing games and content. It's not just games. They do like games, novels, like digital board game stuff. I mean, it's all kinds of stuff you usually get, and for a pretty good price. And a lot of what you pay for these content bundles goes to good charities and things like that. So Humble Bundle's new RPG Legends, Baldur's Gate and Beyond bundle packs up to $205 worth of excellent RPG gaming for just $20. The bundle offers multiple payment tiers. Yeah, that's the way it usually works. Highest tier includes Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous and the enhanced editions of several classic RPGs, CRPGs, like Planescape Torment, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Icewind Dale, and Neverwinter Nights Complete Adventures, plus some DLC packs for $20. You also get a 20% off coupon for Myth Force. Oh, dude, this game looks really cool. On the Epic Game Store, if you spend $10 or more on the bundle. The full list of games included in each payment tier is listed below. I haven't really seen, now that Myth Force has been out for a few months, I think at this point a few months, I haven't seen a lot of reviews about how people feel about the game, but Myth Force looks really cool. While the additional bundle content maxes out at $20, you can, of course, opt to pay more than that if you want to kick a little more towards charity. In this case, the World Central Kitchen, which provides hot meals to victims of natural disasters like Hurricane Ian. Humble lets you select how much money goes to the World Central Kitchen, the game's publishers, and Humble's own revenue split at checkout. Note that Humble's RPG Legends bundle is only available until October 26th, so make sure to grab the deal soon if you're interested. So if you spend $1, you get Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition and Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition. Spend $10, you get Baldur's Gate Enhanced, Baldur's Gate Face of Good and Evil DLC, Baldur's Gate Siege of Dragonspear, Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced, Icewind Dale Enhanced, Neverwinter's Night Completed Adventures Enhanced, and Planescape Torment Enhanced. Spend $20, you get Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, all the Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, Neverwinter's Night, and Planescape, okay? You get all of it. So I'll pull up their site real quick, and I'll link it for you guys, okay? See it, Humble? There we go. That sucks. Okay, I hate it when that happens. Here, Humble Bundle. There we go. I'll give you their main site first. How about this? This is their main site, okay? They've always got some really cool stuff going on here. And then if you go to their bundles, right, just click on bundles, and you can see right now the game bundles that they have. The only one currently is the Baldur's Gate and Beyond stuff, right? And I'll click in here, and you can see this is the CRPG bundle, Baldur's Gate and Beyond stuff. I'll link this for you as well, okay? And just remember that this is a lot of what you're paying here. And again, if you look over here on the right-hand side, this allows you to pay $1. It shows you what you get for $1. $10 shows you what you get for $10. $20 shows you everything you get for $20. And then you can pay more. It gives you $25, $30, $35, or any other amount you want to pay. And you can adjust the donations, like all that stuff. It goes to World Central Kitchen, as you can see right here. You will read more about their work with the charities and things like that. This is good stuff, man. They do great stuff to help out organizations that are trying to help people, man. Good causes. Let's go. Microsoft says disabling these two Windows 11 features will boost gaming performance. Two settings in Windows 11 may affect gaming performance, says Microsoft. Microsoft has made it possible for you to disable these options, but there are also reasons why you might want to keep them on. However, if your computer's performance in games is less than stellar, they might be worth checking out. Microsoft has posted a new support document detailing the two features and their possible impact. The company has found that memory integrity and virtual machine platform, VMP, have affected the gaming performance of some users. VMP does pretty much what it says on the tin. It provides virtual core machine services for Windows 11. Memory integrity plays a fairly big role, though, because it's responsible for checking new drivers and ensuring they are coming from a trustworthy source. It protects your system from malicious code. This is why you might want to avoid disabling this feature, and if you do disable it, it's a good idea to toggle it back on when your gaming session comes to an end. That is absolute great guidance there. I would highly recommend, probably, unless you're having significant issues on Windows 11 with gaming, I would not disable memory integrity, okay? If you feel like you need to do this, you need to make sure you turn this back on after your gaming session, okay? Unfortunately, Microsoft doesn't go into any detail as to how widespread the problem is, only noting that it happens in some scenarios and some configurations of gaming devices. If you're experiencing poor frame rates or other issues while you game, there could be any number of reasons why that might be happening. But if you're a Windows 11 user, you can try to optimize your gaming experience in this fairly easy way first. Before you get to disabling things, keep in mind that Microsoft recommends turning these settings back on later, and it adds, quote, if turned off, the device may be vulnerable to threats. If you want to give it a shot regardless of Microsoft's warnings, here's how to do it, okay? Take heed of that advice. You are setting yourself up potentially to significant vulnerabilities, which means allowing people, hackers, to intrude your device, network, things like that, through turning off these services and creating vulnerabilities on your device, okay? So be very, very careful. If you absolutely think that you need to try this out to try to get things working correctly, then turn it back on after you're finished, okay? Latest gaming news, Destiny 2 finally fixes the pesky duality's bell bug, while Overwatch 2 developers address errors that arose during launch. There have been a lot of important developments in the gaming world following the launch of Overwatch 2, which reinvents the original game as an all-encompassing sequel. Gamers have been going bananas over Winston's new and improved task force. Simultaneously, news has broken in the Destiny universe, while an exciting prospect for Elden Ring could be on the horizon, which is what I think we've already read about, and that it would be Sony's investment recently in From Software, which what Sony is hoping is that is going to, they're kind of rubbing elbows really nicely with From Software. They invested a lot of money in From Software. They're hoping this is going to prompt From Software to allow Sony to start producing some adaptations, whether it be television or a movie. They want to do adaptations of From Software games, Soulsborne probably specifically, right? All that and more in We Got This Covered, Daily's Gaming Roundup, your go-to source for the latest gaming news. Destiny 2 fans will be subjected to a frustrating bug no longer. For some time, gamers have been subjected to Destiny's 2 duality bell bug. During their quest to complete the duality dungeon, players will have encountered a bug so infuriating they've gone bald from tearing out their hair. We're talking about the insufferable bug that triggers inexplicable deaths whenever a Bell of Conquest is activated within Callus's mind. When fighting Kaidal within an inch of her health bar, there's nothing more rage-inducing than dropping dead as a swatted fly after triggering a Bell of Conquest. That's how they get you. Thankfully, Destiny 2 fans shall suffer no longer. Bungie has announced that it will be dropping a fix for that bug on October 18th. Nice. However, as thankful as gamers will be, waiting 5 months after the dungeon's debut during the Season of the Haunted has understandably ruffled some feathers. Surely this could have been addressed much sooner? You would hope so. That's a long time. Yeah, Elden Ring could be getting a live-action adaptation, and we're not ready. TLDR, I already talked about this. Sony, in cahoots with From Software. Basically, this is a kind of win-win for both of these companies because Sony invested a lot of money. It's going to help Sony be in real nice with From Software. While they're not like a majority owner or anything, not even close to it. It did give From Software a good, great chunk of capital to work with in trying to, what From Software is trying to do is set up their own internal publishing division, right? That way, they no longer have to rely on outside publishers, Bandai Namco. So moving forward, what From is trying to do is not only develop their own games in-house, but publish their own games as well. So they outright own everything they do. Whereas all of the previous Soulsborne games and stuff, have Bandai Namco all over them. So it's, that kind of situation. Blizzard apologizes profusely for several inconsistencies following Overwatch 2's train wreck launch. We've talked about this. We hit on it yesterday. They've been getting distributed denial of service attacks constantly. They've had, which ultimately results in significant issues of legitimate players trying to get in and access the game, right? There's been a lot of criticism about the phone number stuff, having to have a phone number tied to the account. They've kind of revamped that thing for now, where saying that only people that haven't had an account since anybody that had an account like mid-June or previously for Overwatch doesn't need a phone number anymore. There's been a lot of stuff going on with Overwatch, right? We've talked about it a lot. I'm not going to read that entire article, okay? But that's the majority of the stuff there. Need for Speed Unbound revealed releases on December 2nd, okay? The next entry for the Need for Speed series, titled Unbound, has been revealed, and it's set to release on December 2nd. Built for the new generation, Unbound will run at 60 frames per second and feature 4K resolution. Unbound will have players starting from the bottom and working their way up as they uncover the world of Lakeshore. You can check out a trailer above it and read below for more details. So you can probably tell just from this piece of artwork right here for the game. This is from what I've gathered in just news articles. We're gonna watch this trailer in just a moment. What I've gathered from what a lot of people have heard about what this game was going to be coming out, this is going to be a more of an arcade style game than the other Need for Speed games have been. And this is potentially going to, depending on how it was developed, going to throw off fans of this series. So we'll see. Need for Speed Unbound challenges the conventions of the racing genre and ups the ante by introducing true consequences with impactful risk and reward for every race, decision, and side bet made. Sorry, 1 second. Players uncover the world of Lakeshore when a robbery at a family auto shop tears two friends apart and sets a rookie racer on a journey to win the ultimate street race and reclaim the priceless car that was stolen from them. Need for Speed Unbound features the world in each player's canvas. Graffiti comes to life in a new art style as players ride through the city equipped with a brand new toolkit of high-energy visual and sound effects, like Burst Nitrous, which rewards players with a style-based boost reflecting how they drive. Run the streets. The more players race, the more heat they build up. Choose to outdrive or outsmart cops using new escape mechanics to take control of the chase to earn bigger rewards or even bigger consequences for getting busted. Self-expression and style. Hundreds of cosmetic items, including exclusive licensed gear from some of the world's pioneering fashion innovators and custom automotive gear companies, give players endless options to not only kit out their car, but show off their personal style in the game. Find freedom in the flow. Ride to a genre-defying soundtrack of a trailblazing artist from the world of hip-hop, led by multi-hyphenated artist, entrepreneur, actor, and fashion icon A$AP Rocky, and his creative agency, AWGE. Including the world premiere of A$AP Rocky's brand new track, also featuring in the reveal trailer. So we're not going to probably listen to the audio in this trailer, okay? Takeover scene featuring A$AP Rocky will appear in game as the leader of the takeover scene, a new replayable precision driving mode that brings together the community to take over parts of the city and celebrate driving with style over pure speed. AWGE also function as creative consultants on the game. Need for Speed Unbound is available for pre-order now through November 29th. Players who pre-order now will receive an exclusive pack of Unbound content, including a driving effects pack, decals, license plate, banner artwork, stickers, and 150,000 bank in their wallet when they first join multiplayer and more. Unbound launches in retail and digital storefronts on December 2nd on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via the EA app, Origin, Steam, and Epic Game Store for $70. Again, here we go, guys. Feels bad. Need for Speed Unbound. Not surprising coming from EA, right? Palace Edition and Deluxe offering, created in partnership with Palace Skateboards, will offer players exclusive content, including 4 stunning custom cars, a clothing pack, driving effect, decals, and license plate, character pose, and banner artwork for $80. More to be revealed at a later date. EA Play members can also play Need for Speed Unbound early with a 10-hour trial starting November 29th and enjoy exclusive recurring in-game benefits. Additionally, EA Play Pro members on PC will enjoy unlimited access to Need for Speed Unbound Palace Edition starting November 29th, 3 days before the game officially launches. I'm gonna kill that audio because that is absolutely gonna be some music that is gonna get DMCA'd. So we'll just watch this and see. Made it to work 10 minutes ago. Crazy how impatient some people are just going, oh, yeah. Yeah, gamer. Yeah. 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 Dude, you know what's funny, man? You bring this up. You bring that up, dude. And Wick and I were talking about the, you know, the craziness of the roads nowadays. Just going out, you know, driving. Doesn't matter. I mean, just you can just be driving to the grocery store and it's absolutely crazy. That's what I was talking about yesterday with Wick is, you know, I've got a motorcycles license and I used to ride motorcycles and I won't do it anymore. I won't ride motorcycles anymore because it's too scary. There's just too many people out there that don't know how to drive. They don't pay attention. They're always looking at their phones. And it's just not worth it to me, you know. It's rough enough just getting into a bad wreck in a car, let alone on a motorcycle. Even if you're dressed for the wreck, you know, even if you're dressed appropriately for riding a motorcycle, helmet and leathers and good gear, stuff like that. You know, it can still be you know, fatal to very life changing in a wreck, and that's why I just quit riding motorcycles because it was just too scary. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I love riding motorcycles. I love it, man. I really do. It's a great experience. And there's something about it. It's right up there on par with like snowboarding, you know. It's just very it's a very cool, I guess, kind of, you know, adrenaline fueled kind of experience, you know. Even though, like, for me, it wasn't ever something about going as fast as I could or anything like that. It's just there's just something about doing those things that's very similar to me, and it gives me kind of a zen kind of experience. I don't know, man. It's really just it chills me out, I guess, is a way to explain it. I really enjoy it, but I won't do it anymore. So I don't know. What's funny is we were talking about that yesterday, and then I saw this video on Imager of this lady that was literally driving on a highway going probably about 60 to 70 miles per hour. Had gotten into a wreck. Apparently had no idea she had gotten into a wreck. Had like her front right wheel was completely gone. She was still driving 60 probably. It was just sparks flying everywhere. They finally got her to pull over, and it was like a civilian. That was like, she ended up running into the back of somebody else too, and they were like, "Are you okay? Are you high or drunk or you know?" And they were like, "You need to step out of the car." She just kept. She like was waving them forward like nothing was wrong. You know, they finally got her stuff. She ran into somebody else, and she got their pills all over the car and stuff. You know, it's just like, geez, dude, it's crazy, man. Crazy. Pretty wild. It's just nuts. And it doesn't even take that. It doesn't even take somebody. Yeah, it really is. And the thing is, it doesn't even take somebody being, you know, inebriated or, you know, high to do stupid stuff. A lot of what it is people just don't know how to drive, and a lot of people just don't pay enough attention. You know, that's a big problem of it. The things I see that just just from watching people not be able to like park a car, or watching people drive around a flipping gas pump because they can't figure out how to get the gas tank to be on the right side, on the side of the car where the gas pump is. They keep going around in a circle. It's like, dude, these are the people with licenses. You know what I mean? like it really is, gamer. It really is. And it's scary, dude. It's really scary, man. Yeah. That was one of the biggest issues I had with where we lived before now. You know, I had a pretty solid job, man, and we lived in a highly populated area, big city, and I absolutely hated dealing with the traffic, dude. I hated dealing with the traffic because it was always absurdity. Always. Every day. Absurd. You know, stupid crap. Just seeing stupid crap and dealing with traffic. And I was so done with it. I don't ever care to be in that situation again in my life. Never. Well, that's Need for Speed Unbound. I don't know how people are going to feel about it. It looked like, it definitely has got some like arcade cartoony kind of elements to it, and I'm interested in how fans of the Need for Speed series are going to embrace this kind of change in the series. You know, it's going to be interesting. Epic Game Store has revealed its next free titles. Yeah, gamer. Have a great day, dude. Working for that weekend, baby. Keep that mindset, dude. You got this. So ToeJam and Earl Back in the Groove will be free to claim on Epic's PC Marketplace from October 13th through the 19th, okay? That's actually awesome, dude. ToeJam and Earl, sick. It will replace Rising Hell and Slain Back from Hell, which are currently free to download until October 13th. That happened yesterday. So Rising Hell and Slain Back from Hell became the free games yesterday morning. And they will be the free games for the next roughly 6 days until ToeJam and Earl Back in the Groove becomes the next free games, right? ToeJam and Earl Back in the Groove is built as a mashup of the best features from the classic console games with a ton of funky, fresh improvements. Relive the original roguelike game with new 4-player online and local co-op, crazy earthlings, weird presents, and aliens from Funkotron. Yeah, man, look, I mean, this is not a matter. I just try to make sure that everybody is aware of the free games you can get your hands on, right? So whether it be me finding out about free games on Steam or Amazon Prime or GOG or Epic, I am not promoting these platforms necessarily in anything other than a way for people to get their hands on free games and to be able to have access to the world that I love so much, which is video games, right? So I'll show you real quick. And even if you're not a PC gamer, I know that you have a PC or a mobile device or what have you. You can literally get on your mobile device, go on epic.com, right? Epic Games, and create an account. And all you have to do is log in once a week, right? Because who knows? Maybe at some point in the future, you'll become a PC gamer. And you can just start gathering a library of games right now. They give away roughly 2 free games every single week. And maybe at some point in the future, you will want to start gaming on PC. And at that point, you'll have a library of games built up that you didn't have to pay anything for. So why not do that? Right now, the free games are Rising Hell and Slain Back from Hell. And again, starting next week on October 13th, it'll be ToeJam and Earl Back in the Groove. They will probably add another game. They usually give away 2 free games every single week. Not always, but quite often. So there you go, guys. CD Projekt Red to test games on all platforms equally going forward, not just on PC. The launch of Cyberpunk 2077 on console will long live in gamers' minds. It should never leave. The release was virtually unparalleled in terms of the shocking state of the game, which didn't seem like it had been tested on PS4 literally at all. It should never leave gamers' minds, and it should never, ever leave CDPR's minds either. You would hope that they learned a very, very hard lesson. So, the release was virtually unparalleled in terms of the shocking state of the game, which didn't seem like it had been tested on PS4 literally at all, and has attained a sort of mythical status. In a deep dive video featuring interviews with developers from CDPR, CTO Paweł Zawadny explains how the company wants to approach game development in a more forward-thinking and proactive way in the future and avoid the pitfalls of the past. Zawadny notes that quote, a major risk encountered in the development process relates to stability and performance on all target platforms, and that, quote, we test gameplay quality on every platform from the get-go and do not only focus on the developer's PC build. This is part of CDPR's proposed better engineering practices that the company wants to implement in future games, which include the, quote, always working game rule, which strives to have all core systems in a game working right from the beginning to allow constant iteration. That's actually the way all developers should be approaching development if they're going to be releasing their title on all platforms. As opposed to these situations where quite often developers go, we're going to release our game day one on all these platforms. And then things like what happened with Elden Ring comes down, where the game felt great on consoles and felt like, quite honestly, very subpar, we'll say. Very subpar on PC because it was not optimized for PC. The game was quite obviously developed for console, and before release, it got a port to PC from the console version, and it was not optimized, and it felt bad. The entire video itself is a pretty fascinating watch, and here's hoping CDPR has learned from Cyberpunk's launch and implements these practices going forward in future titles, like the Cyberpunk sequel, those 2 Witcher games, and the new IP currently in development. I think that's a very, very good mindset moving forward and approach to game development. And this is the way that most developers that are hoping and planning on releasing their software on numerous platforms should be approaching game development. We'll see how it works out for them and if they stick to it. I hope so. They need to. They've had some issues. I won't be playing any of their games day one moving forward until I see something better from them. That's for sure. PlayStation Stars members divided after seeing how to get free PS5 games. Okay, so we've got a couple of articles here about PlayStation Stars. We've talked about it more in depth here recently, and honestly, it feels like PlayStation's missing the mark, which is not anything new, unfortunately, for PlayStation as of recent. Feels like PlayStation is becoming quite money-focused. Let me backtrack. PlayStation seems like they are becoming solely money-focused and has forgotten what it means to try and create any kind of quality product for fans. That's what, or their consumer base, their community, right? That's what it seems like to me. That's the impression that I'm getting from Sony right now and PlayStation. PlayStation Stars members divided after seeing how to get free, quote, free PS5 games. Someone crunched the numbers and discovered how much money PlayStation Stars subscribers need to spend to unlock one free PS5 game. Okay? The response from fans seems mixed thus far. Sony's all-new PlayStation Stars loyalty program is now live in Asia and the Americas. Players in Australia, Europe, and New Zealand can join the fun in the coming days on October 13th. All users can enter the program for free, then earn trophies and purchase games through PSN to level up across 5 different tiers. Accruing points unlocks digital extras, and enough points will eventually allow members to access a free game. Some players have found, however, that unlocking one full-price title requires a lot of spending on the PS Store. We talked about this yesterday. This is going to give us a better idea, though, I think. Earning a free game through PlayStation Stars is pretty costly. Upon joining the rewards program, Twitter user Crusader pre-ordered a digital copy of God of War Ragnarok for PS5, priced at $74 $120, including tax. That's going to be US. The purchase earned the player a total of 742 points. So that is going to be 10 points roughly per dollar, right? Simple math led Crusader to the conclusion that PlayStation Stars awards 10 points for every dollar spent, right? I'm seeing a lot of confusion about the PS Stars exchange rate. It is 1 point per 10 cents spent, rounded up, including taxes. I got 742 points for my $74.20 purchase of God of War pre-order. How many points you get will vary based on how much your total is, not the base game price. As TweetTown noted, members can presently choose from 5 games to unlock with reward points, one being the Quarry, priced at $70. Gross. Or 17,500 points. To unlock Supermassive's latest slasher adventure, then PS Star subscribers will need to spend approximately $1,750 on PSN, the equivalent of 24 games. Gamers have discovered you get 10 PlayStation Stars points for every $1 you spend on games. You have to spend $1,750 to unlock a single $70 game, equal to buying 24 full-priced games. Again, it's worth noting that points can be earned by earning trophies in-game, completing campaigns, also rewards users with an instant, completing campaigns also rewards users with an instant 50 points. So accessing a free game through PlayStation Stars may not always be costly, especially since some titles come in at a lower price. For instance, Hades at $25 is also on the list of unlocks at this time and only asks for 250 points. Fans seem pretty mixed on the revelation thus far. Some Twitter users think unlocking one game after buying 24 is better than getting nothing, especially since this 4% reward is better than 1% attached to other loyalty memberships. Other users can't help but gawk at those who have come to PlayStation Stars' defense on the matter. The fact that the cost of a game through rewards doesn't reflect sales prices, like with the Quarry's present $40 price tag, has caused a bit of confusion as well. Akin to PlayStation Stars' controversial customer support perk, the free game unlocks have somewhat divided the community. Look, I'm gonna state here. This is what I said yesterday, right? Any kind of reward system is better than nothing, but what does it really matter if there's a reward system that is going to take you for flipping ever that you're probably just going to forget about anyways, before you actually ever even get a free game, okay? Now, yes, you can earn some points by doing in-game things. Here's my thing. How many people have already bought a plethora, have a great library of PlayStation 5, even recent PlayStation 4 games, right? Where they've played through these games, they've gotten a lot of achievements, but they're getting nothing, no kinds of rewards for those games, right? There should have been some kind of past history date where the reward system looked at the games that you have and said, games that came out after this date, if you have achievements for these games, you've completed these campaigns or whatever for these games, then you'll get rewards points. That's missed. That feels bad to me for PlayStation. To be completely honest, this reward system should have been out years ago in my perception, the way I feel about it. And for them to not give people a bit of backwards compensation for the titles that they already have, titles they already bought, and these accomplishments that they've already achieved feels like a huge, huge, huge oversight, right? So, yes. Is it good that they have a reward system? Yeah. Does it feel a bit daunting with how long it's going to take people to actually get some kind of substantial reward out of it? Yeah, it does. It does. So, to be honest, I think that most of the people that are probably coming to the defense of PlayStation, and look, I've said it. having a reward system at all is better than nothing, but I think that PlayStation's missing the mark here. And I think that a lot of the people that are probably coming to the defense of PlayStation are going to be those PlayStation hardcore fanboys and fangirls. You know, you always have those people, and they're going to look at whether it be PlayStation or From Software or Xbox or AMD or Intel, and they're going to look at those companies and think that they can't do anything wrong, right? So, in my opinion, I think that, as well, like, you talk about also the PlayStation Stars customer support perk, where basically they're catering to people that have a higher tier in the PlayStation support, PlayStation Stars program, right? If you're tier 4, then you get an elevated support kind of queue than anybody at a lower tier. That's catering to basically, it's like it's what I've said before. What I've attributed it to is like catering to the rich, man. You know, and that's a very, very bad look as well. PlayStation is missing the mark, and it's not just in their Stars program. It's across the board on a lot of things. But this is just another great example of where I feel like PlayStation is not doing a very good job. It could have been very good. And now, I don't think anybody's expecting them to just give away games, right? I don't think anybody's expecting that. But they've definitely missed the mark on some of the stuff here in this program that could have been very nice for to reward people that have been tried and true to their platform for a long period of time. And they didn't do it. Random mode time. Oh. Last article I have, if anybody wants to add to what we are talking, or add to anything that I haven't discussed, maybe that I've missed today or any previous news segments, let me know in chat and we'll address it before we move on to Dead Space 2 Day 2. All right. New Steam PlayStation feature lets users link accounts to get rewards, okay? So PlayStation and Steam users now have an option to link their accounts on each platform in exchange for rewards. This initiative has gotten underway with Marvel Spider-Man Remastered. Now that players are able to obtain things like a suit, among other things, if they link up their accounts. The patch notes for this update also suggest excuse me, the option will be available in future PlayStation to PC ports too, which one would imagine would net players even more rewards. One section of the patch notes for the latest Marvel Spider-Man Remastered update talks about this new account linking feature and what it entails. If you link your PlayStation Network and Steam accounts together through the newly added menu option, you'll get the Resilient Suit Concussive Blast gadget and 2 skill points. If you got that gear and have maxed out your skill points already, you get nothing in terms of in-game content, but you'll get news about PlayStation games, whether they're on the PC or PlayStation platforms. While no other games were mentioned in the patch notes for this update, the fact that this is the first game to allow this sort of integration suggests we'll see more of this in the future as additional PlayStation games are brought to the PC. The line starting with, quote, doing so in this game also suggests we'll see different rewards accessible in future ports. Evidence of this happening was spotted back in August. There's also reason to believe a dedicated PC launcher for PlayStation games will happen, but that hasn't been announced at this time. The most recent announcement of a PlayStation game coming to Steam finally confirmed that Sackboy: A Big Adventure would arrive on PC platform on October 27th. Yeah. My hope here, though, is that, look, my hope is that I understand why PlayStation's going to want to do that. They're going to want to have their own platform for the PlayStation PC. They're pivoting heavily into PlayStation PC, and I understand that. My hope is that they won't pull their titles into solely being only on their platform for PC, that they'll still have them on Steam, they'll still have them on Epic, other platforms for people to access, because not everybody wants to have a library spread across PlayStation as well, you know. So we'll see what happens there, though. That's what I got, guys. That is the news for October 7th, baby. Good stuff, good stuff. I appreciate you guys, to everybody that was part of today's news segment, and especially everybody that is part of this community. You guys rock, and I appreciate you very much. We're going to move on to Dead Space 2 Day 2 Zealot difficulty. But if you're viewing this content on YouTube later on and you're enjoying what you're seeing, see what you can do about coming and hanging out with myself and the rest of this amazing community when we go live at 6 o'clock a.m. CST every single day. We start off all of our streams with video gaming news before we hop into whatever gaming content we have slated for the rest of the day, okay? Other than that, you guys just stay healthy, stay safe, be kind to one another, and we will catch everybody tomorrow for October 8th edition of Video Gaming News, all right?